Just felt somebody touching my hand. Holy crap, that was weird. Oh my God. Jessica, I know you're here. Hi. Ah, hello. Can you hear me all right?
I am like so nervous.
Don't be nervous. You look beautiful. 10 out of 10 for the backdrop, the hair, the blue
Only because I
color.
have a meeting after this. That's
Stop it.
why.
Oh, what do you do? What do you do?
So I help like small business owners max like monetize their businesses. So we have a platform, it's called Social Connector. And so
Oh,
what it does, it like so I used to use Project Broadcast, right? Well, it costs like a
yeah.
shit ton of money. So
Right.
our platform has like hundreds of tools in it for one low cost. So like email, text messaging, all your follow-up, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all the things. Yeah. So it's just one platform. So I basically sell that to small business owners, whether you're
That's
brick and mortar or online. Yeah, it's cool.
that is cool. Good. Oh, well, 10 out of 10. We have to say, okay, do you know, have you ever seen your astrology chart before?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Just before we get started, I want to look at it. I want to see where all your Leo is and your Capricorn. You got a fire sign. Well, that obviously that's Leo. But I want to see what's up and where your Gemini is. So I'm going to tell you
Okay.
mine if you tell me yours. That way you know that I'm not taking your information. So my birthday is November 7th of 1988. When is yours?
August 28th, 1977.
Because you're fucking Leo cuss. That's why, because you're right there. Okay. And then you can feel the vibe. And then
Yeah.
what city were you born in? I was in Houston, Texas. What about you?
So, well, like hospital wise or where I grew up.
No, hospital wise, where you popped out.
Oh, so Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh, Ann Arbor. That's A-H-N
A-N
or A-N? Okay.
Annarbor.
Okay. Thank you. Hang on. Um, okay. Well, that is just for A-N-N. There it is. It's two words. Hang on. Okay, let me just peek. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I want to ha. Oh, because you are. Okay. Hold on, sorry. I make a lot of weird faces. Just stay with me. So your sun sign, that's the earthy sign. Your sun sign is in Virgo. That's the outer personality. Your communication style is in Virgo. So you're perfectionist. That's great. That also means you're more perfectionist about you than about other people. That doesn't mean other things. That
Hmm.
just means you're more perfectionist about self than others, which is good. Your moon, your emotional side, who you actually are, is a Pisces. So that's why you're wearing blue. So it's
Hmm.
very loving and nurturing. It's
My
spiritual.
nails?
Yes, the
Cool.
blue as well. That is where all that comes from.
Hmm.
The other thing too with that is it means you could feel and experience spirit more. We'll talk about that because you have that inner gut thing that happens. And
Mhm.
so follow it. This also means too that growing up, you probably had or could have had pretty bad internal anxiety. And so you gradually learned how to not have that. And now you power it into work or power it into like helping other people, which is good. People that have this placement, they can just freeze when they're
Yeah.
younger and they want
Yeah.
other people to do the work for them because they don't know how to do it. So you picked it up and you
Okay.
turned it around and you're
Yeah.
good now. So that's good. The next thing is that your love sign is in Leo. And so you're all that's where the hair comes in. And so it's all about like, I'm going to go and I'm going to be somebody's savior in a good way. It's not a bad thing. Everybody needs those type of people. And so this also means too that essentially all you need is for somebody to not only pay you, right? Because money is energy, but also if somebody just says thank you to you, you really do like it. Like you really do appreciate it. Like that's such a that would be a no contest. Like that is a love language. So words of affirmation. The last thing is that your Mars, your masculine side, your drive in life is in Gemini. That's what I was hoping it would
Okay.
be. And so that's all about talking and communication and marketing and broadcasting and writing books and pamphlets and all that stuff. So if you
Hmm.
read all this together, then I mean, you should be out there being the leader, help people on social media, other platforms, building a business surrounding on marketing, talking, and then helping people streamline their business as well, not only for mentally, but for gut feelings as well. So you got
Yeah.
it all. You're doing 10 out of 10.
That's
The
cool.
last thing is that you could have an issue. I'm not saying you do right now, But because your negative side, your past life energy is also in Leo. So what can happen here is that you could be subject to narcissistic abusive relationships very easily. So watch out for that. And the reason for that is because when you're a woman and you have a lot of Leo or Aries in you, what happens is that you meet a man that you want to have as an equal
Yes.
partner. Then you're just like, wow, I admire you. And they admire you because
Yeah.
of what you're doing. But as soon as you grow out of
Yeah.
that little box that they put you in, they go, I don't fucking like it. And then they try to like neutralize you. And then your whole video game issue, or like your final boss in your video game, is you realizing that you need to expand and that you don't need them and fuck off. And then you end up growing and you meet somebody that's perfect anyways. That's the whole thing. So yeah, we'll get into that. But I love who you are. So just stay with me. I'm going to kind of vibe out. I'm going to tell you very quickly how this works. And I'm going to turn on my spirit box because I have a feeling we will get some stuff. Okay. The other thing too, as we go into this, if it looks like I'm glaring, I'm not. I just don't have my glasses on or my contacts in. So I'll be looking at certain, like the time. I'm not glaring at you. I'm
Okay.
just looking at my time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Okay.
hold on. Okay. So give me a second. I don't even think I need to tell you how to do this. So I will. I talk in signs and symbols. They talk in feelings and emotions. They'll try to put me in a situation that could have happened to them. Um, by taking my own experiences and kind of like realigning them to what they could have experienced. The last thing is that they will talk in words. Sometimes it'll come out as like, I died on the floor. Other times it'll come out as if they're trying to talk about a person, it could be like, oh, do you know somebody with like a car name? Car. They keep saying car. And you're like, yeah, Carl. And I'm like, oh, Carl.
Okay.
So there's multiple ways of them talking, but really how they do it is they do it in all four of those ways that I said all at the same time. So all I really need from you is while we're doing this, just to be like, Amy, yeah, what you're getting makes sense, or no, it doesn't. Just because I want to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's it. So hold on. So somebody was talking like right when we got in. Um they they're slightly disappointed. Um, I don't know exactly why. They want to talk. They want to be here. They adore you. Um, and they hold on. Did you okay, so somebody's talking about waking up in a weird place. Now this could be one of two things. This could mean that maybe they actually did, but don't say anything on that. The other thing, it could mean that maybe they enjoyed like hanging out at other people's houses besides theirs quite a bit or something. I don't know. Cause you know how like when you go to sleep, at some place you don't realize it, or if you're drunk or whatever it is, that could mean a thing for me. Hang on. Tell me. Hold on. So did you end up, you're not with his dad?
No.
That's
Mm-mm.
okay. Okay. And so there was a guy that you were going to marry, but we didn't marry them yet?
No. No.
Okay, that's okay. That's good. He goes, oh, there was one that really felt like it was a good thing. He says, but I don't want to call him stepdad. Fuck him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like literally, like to that extent. And I go, oh, and they're saying that they didn't want to call him dad. That was the whole phrase. And hold on. Hold on. You must have been. You must have been. My God. It feels like you were this person's sister in a past life, more than anything. And I'm glad that you raised, and I'm glad that you were there. And now they just keep saying, I gotta take care of her. I gotta take care of her. I gotta watch after her. Um, there's a fun goofiness to this person. There's like almost like this type of energy, but yet at the same time they feel very protective. I bet their masculine side is in Leo. I would love to look at that later, by the way, just to see, because I think they're going to be able to like live vicariously through you now, which is interesting.
Mm.
Hold on. Why? hold on. She what? Talks about sleeps at your house all the time, sleeps at your place all the time. Hold on. So you were still allowing him to, had he not fully moved out of your home yet?
No.
That's okay. Dad, just because he goes like this, I said, so where are you at? Where are you living? And he goes, not home. I mean, he says, not out on my own. And he's talking about waking up at like, I guess a friend's house or something like that. I said, do you pay rent? Is there like rent here? He goes, no. He says, she lets me stay in her home, or she lets me sleep in her home. And that's all he keeps showing me over and over again. And so he's just saying that essentially he still lives there, or he still hangs out. And why? Did y'all have a condo before? Or did you have like a townhome before the house?
Oh, apartment.
Okay, it was an apartment. So y'all lived in like a 2-bedroom apartment before?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, somebody keeps
Yeah.
saying two, but they keep talking about if you walk upstairs. So for me, I'm like, okay, but it's smaller, he keeps saying. So obviously this is not a house in
Yeah.
my head. So I'm like, okay, is this, but he says you rent it. So I'm just going with that. And
Yeah.
he's talking about how he just loves you, and he just keeps saying that you're his best friend, or he wants you to be his best friend. Like he feels like this very interesting energy. Hang on. What happened with you? Hold on. Hold on. He just put a justice symbol up in my head. Hang on. Hold on. He's like upset about his passing. Hold on. And he keeps telling somebody to go fuck themselves, which doesn't make any sense. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Don't tell me anything. I'm gonna have him put it together. Do you know if you're very giving? So he didn't have his own car. He would take your car if he needed it and ride his bike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He goes like this. I said, so what are you doing? And he says, Mom, I'm taking your keys. And I go, oh, okay. I said, you don't have your own car. He's like, huh, would you trust me with that? I was like, I don't know, maybe. You seem great. And then he shows me, hold on. But he didn't ride a motorcycle though, correct?
He did.
He did. Okay. He said, I wouldn't trust myself with a motorcycle. That's all he keeps saying. He says, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't trust myself with a motorcycle. And I go, oh, and he keeps putting his finger up at it. That's why. That's why I'm like, okay. And he what? Fucking helmet. He's mad about like a helmet or something. Hang on. I think his passing was pretty darn quick because of the way he's talking to me. I don't think he had a lot of say in it, which is interesting. And had he been hit before, like on his motorcycle, or had he been hit before on it or something?
He like dumped it a couple times.
My God. Okay. Because he's talking about surviving from it. That's why I know it's not like, oh, he got hit and he died. And he's talking about how he had these, I don't know the words to go with them, but like burnouts or like slight injuries from this. And it goes like that.
Yeah.
And he tell me, hold on. Hold on. Did you end up wait, so did you have his motorcycle like in your garage? Like, did you have it? Like, is that a thing? Okay, hold on. Have you contemplated selling it?
Uh,
No?
no.
Good. Okay, that's okay. He just goes like this. He says, I said, so where is it at? He says, don't sell it. Don't sell it. Don't let it go. Don't sell it. And he pulled like a cover off of it in my brain. That just for me is like showing me what this is. And he says that you take really good care of it. And he's like, not this baby. And he's like touching it. So he's like obsessed with it. And now he's showing him like smelling it in my head. Like, and I'm like, all right, you're weird. No wonder. And this is in your home. This is in your house, in your garage.
Yeah.
No wonder he's in your house. That makes so much sense because wherever the motorcycle goes, that's where he will go.
Yeah.
Okay. And why? So do you mostly park? Wait. Go back and talk about your passing, dude. You're talking about everything else but your passing. He's skirting around it right now. Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. Did you find him dead as a doornail?
I did not.
Weird. You
Well,
found him dead as a doornail.
I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Somebody goes like this. He says, like, there was nothing you could do, or there's nothing that anybody could do to bring me back. I asked him, I said, were we in like the hospital or something? And he says, no, like there's nothing. And he says, finding him dead as a doornail. That's all he keeps saying over and over again. And he's frustrated by it. I don't exactly know why. I mean, obviously for passing, right? But why? What is the situation? Hold on. What do you mean by that? Who is they? Who's they? Hold on. Hold on. Maybe that's why he talked about waking up in a strange place, because like he woke up or something and he's dead. I think that's what that is. He's waking up from being alive and he was dead and he was very, very confused. Hold on. Tell me. I know he goes back to the whole justice thing again, over and over and over again. I don't know exactly why. And then he keeps showing me, I don't know if this is a thing or if this is just a symbol that he's pulling up in my brain, but he keeps showing me like his name and justice for over and over on a t-shirt. And I go, okay. And I don't know if maybe that's still like an ongoing thing right now. Like we haven't figured it out yet. Is that a thing? Oh my God. What is that? What is that?
This is his justice for Ethan. And we do have t-shirts that we have. Yeah.
You're literally holding it. Okay, that makes so much sense. Thank you. That's what he keeps saying. And he's very pissed off about whatever the situation was. Hold on. No, and you know what? He's bringing up justice. Remember how he brought up justice and he showed me a bike? Right?
Yeah.
Like that. And he says he's beside it. He's probably putting all that in my brain too. And why? Hold on. He says he'll get fucking high if he wants to. I said, okay. That's all he kept saying. He's walking around. And that's what I said, what are you doing? Ah! So he's beside you and he would have picked that up. And that's what he's doing. He says, I'm gonna get fucking high if I want to. I go, oh, okay, well, you have a good time. And he like walks off over this way. I go, okay. And he what? Bob Marley. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. He's like, and he's trying to put music in my brain, but because I don't know every single artist, right? It's hard. So he's picking out things that I know. And tell me why. So for him, when we found him dead, why was he broken? Oh, what? Hold on. He's standing away from his body and he's watching it and he's like, screw this, screw this. He's upset about it. Hold on. So do you know if they were like, are you talking about EMS with that? Or are you talking about, do you know if there would have been 3 other people with him at passing or around him at passing?
there were some people standing by and maybe that were on the street, possibly.
Okay, that's okay. Just because he has them, he shows me two and he shows me one, but he makes them like further apart. And that's why I was like, oh, it doesn't feel like it's friends. And he's talking about EMS. So clearly somebody came to get him or like something dealing with that. And why? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know what happened to you. Hold on. I don't know if he was high when he died. Did somebody like hit him? Like physically hit him?
With the car, with their car.
With the car. Oh my God. He told,
Hmm.
okay, when you get your session, you're going to see that's the bike. But different. You are going to see me going, what does that make sense? Why did you show me that? Somebody showed me an image of a bike, just a bicycle though, and not a motorcycle. And then he showed him crossing the street, and then he showed like a car going and like just completely pummeling them. And I'm like, were you walking? It was from a session I've had like 2 years ago. And then he says, no, 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 I'm not walking. I'm like, well, then why are you showing me that? So he's just talking about how he got hit by a car. And who? Why did the motherfucker keep going?
He left the scene of the accident for
He
two
left the
hours.
scene.
Hmm.
What an asshole. Okay. He says he's like cursing at him and he says, oh, yeah. And he kept going. He kept going. And clearly it's a guy because he's talking about being a he. And why? Hold on. Cancer. Hold on. Tell me. Give me a second. So is that guy going in a court case and saying that your son did something illegal and that's why he hit him?
Um, no, they're not prosecuting him
That's why.
because
Why?
um I don't know why. He didn't have a driver's license. He didn't have he had a warrant out for his arrest for driving drunk prior with his daughter in the car, no seatbelt, no headlights. Um, yeah, he's related to a city councilwoman in that town. And so he didn't leave in his car. He left, like someone picked him up and left with him. And the city
Well,
councilwoman lives 30 feet from the accident. Yeah,
really?
it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
That's so obvious, though. It's so obvious that he needs to be in prison for your son's
Mhm.
departure. Do we need
Well,
to
not
start
only
saying
that,
something?
the issue is he's yeah, seriously, I very vocal. I had to kind of slow down. I started getting air tags put on my vehicle. Um, so it's
What is an
very
air tag?
political and yeah.
What is an air
Air
tag?
tag is something that they can put it on your car and track you.
Really?
It's a
And
whole thing. Yeah.
is this in
It's like a
California?
little tiny square and they everywhere. Michigan, I'm in Michigan, so this is like everywhere.
Michigan. Oh God, if Michigan is getting that, okay, it makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay. I think we need to say something
Yeah, it's
about
a
it.
whole thing.
Interesting. Uh-huh. And just FYI, he's talking about how, hold on. Wait. So there is video footage of the accident?
Yes.
There
The
is.
guy sat in the
Really?
driveway for almost 4 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. He sat in the
Wow.
driveway for almost 4 minutes before he pulled out in front of Ethan and then sideswiped him. Like it
Okay.
almost felt as if it was intentional, and he was the only person. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He just goes like
Mhm.
this. He just showed me a black and white camera in my head. And then he showed me it going dot, 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 dot. You know how it's kind of like pixelated a lot of times? And he showed me
Mhm.
that. He says, there's even fucking footage. And I'm like, really? I said, that's really, really rare. Yeah. He's frustrated about dying. He's frustrated about his helmet. He's frustrated about, so he had all of his gear on. And
Mhm.
why? Hold on. Hold on. Maybe he didn't have the proper shoes on. I don't know. He's joking. He's talking about something. He's saying, "What did you have on?" Hold on. Was he like trying to wear like Nikes? Was he wearing Forces or something? Or what was he wearing?
He was actually wearing my stepdad's riding boots, and my
Riding.
stepdad has passed on. He
Those are
inherited
that's
them
why
from my stepdad.
that's why he brings up the
Mhm.
shoes. I was like, "What is this?" He says they're cool. He says they're old school. And he was like, they're like they're high tops. And I'm like, "Okay, Air Force Ones, those are old school." Like that's what I call them. It's because it's those.
Yeah.
And he's
Mhm.
talking about, "You got the boots back? You did get the boots
Yeah.
back?" "Oh,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
did?" Okay. I said, "Are
Yeah.
they ruined?" He says, "No, they're not fucking ruined." He says, "They're not ruined like me." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, yeah, so your son is okay. He is in heaven, even though he doesn't necessarily want to be. He does love you. He is this higher vibrational spirit. Clearly, we are still token and having a good time. I think that we need to make a louder thing about this because clearly there's a reason for it, right? And so
Yeah.
somehow that needs to get out. Um I don't know. Send me one of, do you have a shirt of his?
I do. Mhm.
I could like I don't know if I could, I mean, I could go and like talk about it on a video, like with a session a little bit, that would be one way. Or the other thing, I could even do more information or pulling out
Mhm.
stuff kind of like a little bit more silently, is like wearing one of his t-shirts
Yeah.
on like live or on videos, and then people are like, "Who is that?"
Is that
And then
yeah.
I answer the question on it. Do you see what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, going back to the video, his GoPro footage. I'm having it analyzed because it's possibly been deleted. So when a GoPro is damaged, typically it's not going to delete middle of a clip,
Uh-huh.
right? It'll delete the whole
Yeah.
thing. Well,
Yeah.
what they did was they lied and said that Ethan was doing a wheelie and came down on the back of the car. And so they cut the GoPro footage off because he did do a wheelie, uh, about 2 minutes or a minute prior up the road. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So they made up this whole narrative, but they failed to get the video footage. And my brother went to the gas station and got it. So when they called to tell me their narrative, I said, "Well, that's
Yeah.
not what happened." Yeah. So,
Good job. Yes, so he knows. He knows, he knows, he knows. And so hang on, let me ask him. Let me ask him. Hold on. Uh hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why are you showing me that? What did he have crushed in? What was
oh,
crushed in?
his head.
Yeah.
They threw part of his head in the trash.
He's talking about, you cannot. I've never had anybody. He showed me an image. He says, "My mom," he says, "I would have loved to have her come up and be like, 'Oh, I love you. I love you so much. I love this.'" And he says, "But they wouldn't let her. She couldn't." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "So concaved, crushed in." And that's
Mhm.
the helmet thing too, because that fell off. And that was the other thing too. And
Mhm.
he's talking about, it was instant. He didn't get to
Mhm.
really feel anything. Okay. So just FYI, it was scary, but it was fine. And we didn't get part of the head back.
They buried it actually at the crash site, my son and his two best friends.
They did. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Good, good. I said, did mom get it back? He goes, no. It never went back with her. I go, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And he says that, tell me, hold on. He just loves you. He loves you. Are his best friend. You are his everything. And he hangs out with you more than you know. You feel like your brother and sister. And I know it's because you like grow up together, right? Everybody does. But he says he's the best one. Hang on. What are you doing? Hold on. He has his shirt off in my head. And he has a little bit of fuzz here, which is funny. And hold on. Did he ever get like a tattoo here?
Yeah, it's his dad's name.
That's why. Yeah, he's walking around without his shirt on. And he's showing me what he looks like.
Yeah.
And he has his like I guess like what basketball shorts would be or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what he's walking around in my brain. And tell me. He like comes up and gives you a kiss every single night when you go to bed. Okay. And I know you want to wake up from the dream, but you're doing a good job. We can figure it out. We'll slowly do it. I think for some reason that this will end up coming to a head. It will be good, but it's going to take years. And I'm thinking like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a while. But it feels like it'll be okay. And just know that he's here. Know that he loves you.
I'm excited.
Okay, with everything. So this is what, hang on. Oh my God, I could channel him freaking all day. Hang on. Oh, he's going to be with me. He's going to be with me for like 2 or 3 days. And so if you get a random email from me, that's what's going on. And I'll let you know what I'm getting. Hold on. Come here. What is that? He wants to talk about his service. He wants to talk about his funeral. He's wanting to talk about all the buddies getting together. He's wanting to talk about, I guess, maybe we even like did a little bike thing or something. Maybe the guys did a little bike thing. Because he just made me hear, which is like revving. I said, good.
Yeah.
He says that, good. Okay. He says that, tell me, hold on. Why? You got him cremated?
Yeah, he's sitting right here next to me.
Yes. Okay. He says, oh my God. Yes, he isn't a pretty little bird. Oh my God. Look at him. Wow. 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 Yeah. He says, I said, so where are you buried at? He goes, buried? Ha, my mom has me in a cool little box. And I was like, what are you talking about? Or like a container. And I go, oh, okay. And he says she can carry me everywhere with her. I go, all right, I'll ask her about that. And he's just talking about being in your home with you. Hold on. Whoa, what? You need to drink more water. Okay.
I will after my energy drink.
There you go. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. He goes like this. He said, is there anything you want to tell your mom? Clearly, you love her, right? And he says, tell her she needs to drink more water. I said, she looks great. I go, is that like a real thing? And he goes, yeah. And so just FYI, please drink your water. Okay.
It's a real thing.
So this is what I want you to do, Jessica. So if you need me or if you ever need me again, just please email me first. We'll figure out a time and a date. The other thing too is, like I said, with emails, you may get an email from me over the next couple of days because he's going to be around. My God. Hold on. It just said love on here. So he loves you. Sorry, my spirit box is talking at the same time. And so just keep it up. Keep it up. And if you want to send me a shirt, I'll buy it, whatever it is, and I can wear it.
I'll send you one. Yeah.
Okay. Just email me. And then I'll text my team to look out for your email, and then I'll tell you where to send it.
Okay. So I have one question. Is he
what?
with his dad?
Hold on.
Have they talked yet? I should say.
Hold on. Why would he say "fuck you, old man"? Was he like mad at him?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if they've talked yet, but he knows about him. I've never had a spirit say that before. So
That's
hold on.
interesting.
Hold on. Oh, he left out of his life when he was like a little kid. Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's arguing with somebody in my head. He goes like this. He says, and now you want to come back? You just knew me when I was a little kid and a little boy, and then you're gone. And then, yeah, that happened. And he was like, oh, and now you want to get back together and do all this stuff together? Okay, that's fine. Like, it's like that type of energy. So I think they're getting along quite well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but yes, they know of each other. I promise
Oh
you
my
that.
goodness.
All right. Okay,
Well, it's
Jess.
funny because you had talked about narcissistic
Yeah.
earlier, and
Yeah.
that was the boyfriend that Ethan was talking about. That
Oh.
was the one. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, we need to let him go all the way,
That's
and
where
I'm
I was
glad you're
like,
not there anymore.
what?
Yeah, so let him go. So if you need me, just I have to run to my next session. Otherwise, you're going to kick my butt. So email me, and then I'll get that to you, and I'll get the recording to you
All right,
tomorrow. Okay.
thank you. I
Wow.
will.
I love you, honey.